Welcome guys. So in this video, I would like to show you 5 amazing tips and tricks for close combat fights that you need to know as a PUBG player, which you can implement into your own gameplay quite easily, and it might help you to get better at this game. Starting with the tip number 1, it's actually a tactical tip that will give you an advantage against your opponents when they jump and fire at you. So if your enemy does jump shot on you, just follow this process. As soon as you see your enemy jumping, you need to start moving in the opposite direction. Or in other words, if your joystick moving towards the right side, you need to rotate it into the opposite direction, example like this. Doing this will make your opponent miss all the shots. If you're wondering how this works, here is the opponent's view. And let's try to slow down the footage. You can clearly see that I'm moving towards left side, and then suddenly I started moving in an opposite direction. So this will mess up the enemy's aim, so they miss all their shots. Once again, if you see your opponent jumping, simply change your joystick direction in an opposite way, example like this, and then start shooting. So this will confuse the opponent, and also it makes them miss some of their shots. Anyway, moving on to the tip number 2, stairway surprise attack. So the idea of this trick is pretty simple. When you hear the enemy's footsteps, move towards the stairs and jump. Switching to FPP is optional. So by doing this, your enemy will have no idea what you have done. Most probably your enemy won't able to see. Even if they see you jumping like this, they don't have enough time to react on what they should do. This is how the enemy's view will look like. You can totally surprise attack from behind. And this trick also works on military base C buildings. And remember, this trick only works at certain types of stairs, mostly the V-shaped stairs. But this is kinda risky, since if you jump too late or too fast it might put you at a risk. But still, the opponent will never expect you to jump like this, and you can always catch them by a surprise. But if there are more than one enemies, then I wouldn't recommend doing this jump. Anyway, moving on to the tip number 3, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you run out of ammo in an extreme close combat gunfight, example like this. In these type of situations, you need to try to get behind the enemy, example like this. Try staying behind the opponent until the weapon reloads. Once it's reloaded, then start shooting. Or you could simply circle the opponent, example like this. I mean, it's gonna be very difficult for the opponent to shoot at you, especially when you are rotating behind the enemy, example like this. And once again, if you run out of ammo in the middle of a gunfight, try to get behind the enemy and start reloading, and try your best to stay behind the enemy until the weapon reloads. Trust me guys, learning how to circle behind the opponent will help you in a lot of situations. Anyway, moving on to the tip number 4, whenever you're rushing into a house and you know there is an enemy camping inside, throw a grenade in the house, and it might make the enemies go deaf for up to 5 seconds, so they won't be able to hear your footsteps while you're rushing. Anyway, moving on to the tip number 5, don't stay behind your teammate in a straight line. For example, these 2 players are in a straight line for me. Suppose if I shoot at the first enemy and miss the bullet, that bullet may hit the second enemy who's behind this player. So staying behind your teammates, especially in a straight line, is extremely dangerous, and it could get you killed instantly. And right now I'm in a situation where I'm behind my teammate in a straight line to the opponent, so in this type of situations the aim assist works like crazy for the opponent, and we both could die in a single spray. So if you ever find yourself in this type of situation, try to move away from your teammate. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. I hope you learned something new. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe for more upcoming videos like this, and see you guys in the next video. Enjoy my bot gameplay.
Con te l'hanno veruta sì. So don't let me fall.